Yo, 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 yo.
What up, Angela Yee?
Hey, DJ MB.
It's today's Tuesday, right?
No, it's Wednesday.
Okay. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Hump Day?
That's right. It's Wednesday, Hump Day. Good morning to everybody out there.
Well, yeah. I stayed up late last night just to see what was going to happen with these elections.
Uh-huh.
Some good news, some bad news.
Well, let's talk about it briefly. What happened?
Well, unfortunately, Andrew Gillum did not win.
Andrew Gillum lost in Florida.
Right now, Stacey Abrams has not conceded, and that race is very close, but she has not conceded yet. She wants to make sure that they don't call it yet. She said it's too close to call.
When you don't concede, what does that mean? She waits for all the tallies, all the ballots to come in?
That's when you actually say, okay, you won. The other person won. So.
And I was kind of confused. Maybe I just don't know how it works, but Andrew Gillum, they said he lost with less than 100,000 votes or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I don't understand. I would ask for a recount.
You said you would ask for a recount?
Why not? If it's less than 100,000 votes or less than 50,000 votes, I would ask for a recount. Yeah. Just to make sure, just to double check, just to make sure somebody didn't count the wrong way, or some of the absentee ballots that was, mailed in was right.
With Stacey Abrams, they, Kemp was ahead. They said 99% of precincts had reported, but it's still very close. Mm-hmm. So that's what that situation is.
So what is good news? You said there was some good news.
Yeah, there was some firsts for the LGBT candidates that won. We have our first openly gay governor in history, so that's a great thing.
Where's that at?
First Native American woman, first Muslim woman, Colorado.
Colorado, okay.
Mm-hmm. So, but we're going to get all into that. I don't want to give away everything now because we are going to talk about that all in front page news.
All right. Also, Dallas rapper Yellow Beezy will be joining us, all right? He had to join. It was a #1 record a couple of weeks ago.
It's on me.
That's on me, baby. So we'll be talking to him. You know, he got shot like 4 or 5 times a couple of weeks ago. He just got out the hospital.
Last month.
And he has a new album coming out. So we'll kick it with Yellow Beezy in a little bit as well. All right, now front page news. I'm sure we'll update you with everything that happened last night. I fell asleep. I ain't even gonna lie. I was so tired. I was like, I'll find out in the morning. When I woke up, I clicked my Instagram. I was like, damn. Mm-hmm. All right, but we'll get into all that when we come back, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now in sports, I just want to say congratulations to CC Sabathia. He re-signed with the Yankees, $8 million deal. So congratulations to CC. Now let's talk about politics, She.
Stacey Abrams, let's talk about Georgia. She could have been the first African-American woman to be the governor of Georgia. Right now, she has 99% of precincts reporting against Republican candidate Brian Kemp. But right now, they're saying that contest is too close to call, so she has not yet conceded. Mm-hmm. Now in Florida, Andrew Gillum actually lost. It was a very tight race.
Less than 100,000 votes, they're saying.
I think it was about 85,000, something like that.
Oh, we recounting that one. But go ahead.
Yeah, so they said it was just 1 percentage point. It was not an easy win. But he did concede. Mm-hmm. So, like he said, he's not going anywhere.
I mean, it was a tough battle, tough fight. He did everything that he possibly could do. He said he's not going anywhere. He's for the people of Florida. He's not one of those politicians that lost and going to keep it moving. No, he's really for the people of Florida. So,
well, here's Stacey Abrams in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to name names, but some have worked hard to take our voices away, to scare us away. But if our vision is clear and we see the finish line, Georgia still has a decision to make. A decision between division and trickery, or a leadership that defends your rights, your kids, your career, your community, and your right to vote in America.
Now, they were saying that some of the machines in Georgia didn't have the wires to plug them in. They were saying there was a lot of problems. They were saying the power was out in one of the districts. They were saying that people had to go through a lot and wait on lines for a long time to vote. So, I mean, I would recount as well. I mean, a lot of people, let's say, had to wait on line for 4 or 5 hours. People just left because they were tired. I mean, that's a lot when it comes to voting, you know?
Right. And there were all those issues with voter suppression.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll keep our eye on what's happening there. Now, it was a record 1/3 of the candidates who were running for the House were women of color, and a record number of women overall were running for office in 2018. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is the youngest woman ever elected to Congress. She's only 29 years old. Sharice Davids is the first lesbian Native American woman elected to Congress. Mm-hmm. Lou Leon Guerrero is the first woman governor of Guam. There's a lot of things that are happening. Ayanna Pressley, first black woman in Massachusetts, has been elected to Congress. Jared Polis, the first openly gay governor in the United States. Marsha Blackburn is the first woman Tennessee has elected to the U.S. Senate. First Muslim woman elected to Congress and first Palestinian American elected to Congress. First Muslim woman elected to Congress. In Minnesota. Right. So, and first Somali American elected to Congress as well. So a lot of firsts here. So, and Veronica Escobar and Sylvia Garcia are the first Latina women elected to U.S. Congress from Texas as well. So we'll give you guys all of those updates and let you know what's happening.
But the Democrats we did win the House.
Yes,
so
we did win the House.
Okay. All right.
And Letitia James, who was up here on the Breakfast Club, she also made history as the first black woman elected to New York State Attorney General.
Congratulations to her. All right. Well, that's front page news. We'll be talking about some of that all through the show. So if you just missed it or you just tuned in, keep it locked. We got more for you. All right. And don't forget, Yella Beezy will be joining us in a little bit as well. He's the Dallas rapper that had that hit. That's on me, baby.
It's on me.
Oh, yeah. You know what I meant. But up
next, the whole words of the song.
You know what it meant. But get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, call us up right now. Phone lines are wide open. If you're upset, something pissed you off.
Maybe you voted yesterday. Tell us about your experience. If something happened that was crazy.
Or maybe you feel blessed and you just want to spread some positivity. 800-585-1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
This is Sabrina from Orlando, Florida.
Hey, Sabrina. Get it off your chest, mama.
I am upset that I actually did early voting and we lost.
Yeah.
Like,
what state are you in?
She said Florida.
Oh, Florida. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I thought Andrew Gillum had it. I'm not gonna lie.
It was really, really, really close.
Really close.
Feels like it could. I'm not even gonna say anything.
It was less than 80,000 votes. I mean,
it was super close, but we also have to understand that Florida is one of the biggest retirement states in the world.
Right.
So we have a lot of Republicans that live here that don't believe in a new idea. They want to go back to the old days.
Right.
It's just really upsetting.
You got a lot of people that retire, that leave other states, go there, retire, and they still got, like you said, they believe in the old thoughts and the old way of thinking.
Yep. So as soon as I get off work, happy hour to me.
All right, mama. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day, guys.
You too. Hello, who's this?
Good morning. This is Armand. Good morning, JMV, Angela Yee.
Morning.
How are you?
Good morning, Armand.
I am calling because I'm blessed. Just wanted to say me and my wife had a baby about 5 months ago.
Woo.
Congrats.
And, thank you. She's doing an amazing job, and I just wanted to, tell her thanks on the radio. I know she's sleeping now, so she won't hear me, but I'll wake her up and tell her to turn on the radio.
Okay.
And, she's doing a great job, so I will continuously support her and bless her and give her a nice surprise in a couple months around the holidays. So
okay, all right, and enjoy that baby, man. Them babies grow so fast. You're gonna look up, that baby gonna be 2 then 5. So enjoy each and every moment. All right, bro.
Thank you very much. All right, have a great day.
You get to work on time?
I do always. I live about 2 hours from where I work, and the job is good, but when I get home, I'm exhausted. So just got to keep it going.
But I bet you don't want to go to sleep because you want to play with the baby.
Sometimes I'm like, but absolutely,
keep it real.
He's a joy.
All right, man.
Oh man.
Hello, who's this?
This is Jalen from Columbus, Ohio.
Hey, Jalen, get it off your chest.
Okay, so I'm pissed that issue 1 did not pass in Ohio because that would have been a real big thing for the black and brown people. I'm pissed about that, but I am blessed because while I was able to vote, I seen a lot of black and brown people voting yesterday.
I did too.
So that was a really good thing.
It was.
And then I am also blessed because I am doing my first acting debut in a stage play here in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
Let's hear a little something.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So the play is called Why Me? Here in Columbus, Ohio at the historic Palace Theater.
We need to hear one of your lines, girl.
Yeah,
Come
let me
on,
hear
do
your
a
lines.
little line, a little monologue.
You want me to give you a monologue?
Come on, give it to us.
Come on the spot.
Okay, here I go. Damn, Kimberly, what took you so long? I'm standing at the door knocking like a Jehovah's Witness.
I was in the bathroom getting ready. What you mean?
I can tell you weren't ready. Did you forget that I was coming over?
I sure
Please
did.
don't tell me I drove. Please don't tell me I drove all the way over here for you to tell me that I wait.
Well, listen, girl, it takes a long time for me to get ready, and I just appreciate the fact that you're always on time. I just want to apologize. I'll be ready next time, but let's get going. I don't want to stand here and argue.
Yeah, here we go. But every time I come over here, you're never on time. Can we get started?
You wasting more time right now arguing with me about not being on time.
All right. What else do you do besides that?
Well, this is my first acting.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You did a great job. Congratulations to you, man.
You know what?
Make sure you send us some clips when that play happens so we can post it.
Let me just shout it out one more time.
No, we got it. We got it. And I just want to tell you,
me, Columbus, Ohio, Palace Theater, this Sunday, November the 11th. Get your tickets at Ticketmaster now.
Just because people see things on TV doesn't mean you can do it. I just want to say that. I just want to put that out there. I'm not being mean, but my daughter is starting in her first acting debut this week as well. And she's a kangaroo.
Okay.
I don't know what line she has, but she's a kangaroo.
Is she going to have an accent? Because I always imagine a kangaroo would speak with an accent.
I don't think kangaroos speak, but I don't know. Get it off your chest. 800.
Well, then she has no lines.
800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Ed or blessed.
So you better have the same energy.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Amber Kennedy out of Jacksonville, Florida.
Hey, Amber, how you doing this morning, Mama?
I'm wonderful. I woke up this morning at 3 o'clock, drive back to Jacksonville from Albany, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I graduated from Albany State University, where we have one of the only HBCU precincts where you can vote right there on campus.
Wow.
I drove after work yesterday from Jacksonville 3.5 hours to get back to Albany to vote for Stacey Abrams.
Mm-hmm.
To wake up this morning at 3 o'clock to see that we still got some voting to do. Some counting to do.
You still got a lot of counting to do.
It's too late to vote, but...
Yeah, some counting to do. So I just want to share my story, get off my chest this morning that I don't care if you woke up on campus and you did not vote, like, there's no excuse.
This is your
no
fault.
Excuse.
This is your fault this was so close.
Yeah, you can walk to it. Whatever you need. Uber was giving rides to the polls, like, make sure we got to vote. And if there's a chance that we can do this again soon in December, if we need to recount and do it all over again, like, we are here for you, Stacey Abrams. Thank you for running. You inspire all of us, and I would do it all over again.
All right, thank you, Mama. Jerica.
Hello?
Hey, get it off your chest, bro.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the election.
Go ahead, bro.
I feel that Andrew Gillum lost because the fact that, a lot of people feel like they feel like the white people ain't going to allow them to have a voice anyway. So I feel like it wasn't going to matter no way.
I wouldn't say that. Where you from, sir?
I'm from North Carolina.
Okay.
People didn't even anticipate that Andrew Gillum would make it as far as he did.
Yeah, I think.
And you could tell they were nervous just by the way that Donald Trump was spewing all this hate and rhetoric towards him.
Absolutely, he lost with less than 100,000 votes, which is still amazing. And that man worked hard. He works hard for that state. He worked hard for those cities.
But I tell you what, they did pass Amendment 4 in Florida, which is restoring voting rights to felons. So under this new law, an estimated 1.5 million felons who have completed the terms of their sentence, including parole and probation, they will be able to vote now. So
absolutely,
that's something new.
Hello, who's this?
This Teach Money from Philly.
Chris Money, what up? Get it off your chest.
Teach Money from Philly. Listen, I just want to let y'all know that I am blessed, but I am mad at all the haters that responded to the voting. I'm 28 years old. I got so many people from my generation that voted. We got called slaves yesterday. We got called dummies. We got said we wasted our time. These same people standing in line for sneakers, clothes, but couldn't go vote.
Yeah. Now, you're right.
So,
and I see the lines for sneakers, and I see the line for Yeezys, and I see the line for Supreme and all that other stuff. If you could wait hours in line for that in the rain, sleet, and snow, you could wait out there to vote. Absolutely.
And Georgia just seems crazy. Like, Mama. Their lines were crazy long, and the machines, some of them were malfunctioning. Mm-hmm. So they're still trying to count the absentee ballots and all of that.
All right. Well, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, you can hit us at any time. Now, we got rumors on the way?
Man, 50 Cent versus Ja Rule.
That's never going to stop, man.
It's never going to stop. We'll tell you what is happening now with the two of them. This has been going on. I don't know what reignited this whole situation to have another whole round, but I hope they don't run into each other.
They were leaving comments on my page. I was like, this is nasty. All right.
Good job, Envy.
Rumors up next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
EJ, MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club.
What are plaques for Smile Bitch? Shouldn't we be getting those by now? Shouldn't Smile Bitch be gold at least?
I mean, you don't want a gold plaque, so they're not going to pay for a gold plaque and then a platinum plaque, then a double platinum plaque. So they just wait till it gets to
calm down,
the highest it gets, and then they'll give you a plaque. You don't want a gold plaque and then a platinum plaque.
Why not? Who wouldn't?
They got to pay for that.
Okay.
They just give you a platinum plaque.
The label got the money.
Hey, they do got the money. They made a lot of money with Duval.
Hell yeah.
But anyway, let's get to some rumors. Ja Rule versus 50.
If
She's spilling the tea. This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, I don't know what's going on with Ja Rule and 50 Cent, but they are not going to let this beef go. Now, 50 Cent posted, "Fools be like, I was bad back in the day. We was moving and grooving until 50 came back around. LOL, get the strap." And Ja Rule put hashtag pull up, and 50 responded, "Southside rules apply. It's never over. We may take a break, but it ain't over till one of us gone. Get the strap."
They don't stop, man.
Well, that's never going to stop. I mean, that's forever beef. And I respect the eternal grudge that they both hold for each other. Now, here's the thing, right? God forbid, if either one of them passed and one of them kept clowning the other even in death, would we be upset or would we understand? We'd expect that, right?
We would understand.
Yeah, we'd expect that.
All right, Ja Rule posted, "Can someone tell me what time and day 50 Central comes back on? Asking for a friend." And then he put, 50 thought he was winning an Oscar when he took this role. Ish went straight to BET Blockbuster Cinema. That's a picture of when he lost all that weight.
Well, first of all, there's nothing wrong with BET Blockbuster Cinema. Number one. Number two, 50 Central was a great show. I was on it. Dropping the clues bombs for me.
Now, Ja Rule posted
I was on it a couple times, too.
a picture of 50 Cynthia and said, "Don't she look like her neck stink? Tell Auntie 50 to unblock me. I want to play."
Don't he look like her neck stink?
50 Cent blocked him. Yeah, he put a picture of 50 with a wig. And if you have Revolt, I'm sure you can see that. All right, then Ja Rule posted about San Antonio. And remember, 50 Cent said that he bought out the first 200 seats of the Ja Rule show and then posted a picture of himself sitting in the theater by himself in the first few rows with empty seats all around him. So Ja Rule posted, "San Antonio was all the way live last night. Thanks for the love. Oh, and the F 50 Cent chant was a pleasant surprise." So I guess people were, as he said, chanting that. And then somebody said, "Did he even pull up?" And Ja Rule said, 50 Cent is vagina. He will never pull up. Now, 50 Cent posted Throwback Thursday, and he posted a picture himself watching a Ja Rule video. He said, "This was me watching 106 in Park. Like, boy, when I come out, you're finished. LOL, put the whole label out of business."
John, 50 beefing should not be news anymore, man. I mean,
this is funny.
50 got shot, 50 got stabbed. They fought. 50 will forever hold a grudge against them, and rightfully so. The man got shot, man got stabbed. There
was a time when it felt like they might have made up when they were on the same flight, and Ja Rule thought they made up, and he posted that. Remember when you don't remember when he posted that?
Yeah, but they just smart enough to know I'm not fighting on the plane.
And he posted though.
Now they gonna fight on the plane.
Yeah,
absolutely. If they're on a plane together now, they gonna fight.
The 150 need to be worrying about is Ashanti. Okay, I was with Ashanti last night because we was doing the MTV election after party in Miami. Ashanti might want smoke. All right, that's what 50 need to be worrying about. I'm telling you to try it now.
About to block you again.
No, I'm just telling you what I'm telling you. Ashanti and the mom is the one I'll be worried about if I was 50.
Get out of here.
All right, now talking about yesterday, something nice that happened was Nicole Richie and Kelly Rowland were actually giving voters a ride to the polls. So imagine you call and you need a ride to the poll. You're trying to get a cab, and they show up at your door. Check this out.
How are you? Hi. I'm Nicole. Nice to meet you. You're Nicole Richie. How are you? Good. We're here to drive you to vote. Yeah. How you doing? How you doing?
Wow.
Phone turning. Yes.
They let people pick their own music in the car too, and they sang along with them.
What was that, in Texas?
You know what? I don't know what city they were in.
What if you drive somebody to vote and then they vote for the opposite of the person you voted for?
Well, we want people to vote. We just want people to vote.
You would be mad as hell.
And also, you don't know who they voted for because you don't go in with them.
But that would piss me off. Nah. I'm driving you to go vote for Beto O'Rourke or Andrew Gillum or Stacey Abrams because that's who I voted for, and you go vote for the opposite. Nah. You'd be mad as hell.
Nah, that would piss you off. But imagine if 50 picked you up and said you could pick the radio and the guy turns on Ja Rule in your car. That's what pisses you off.
Why are you reigniting the beef, Envy?
You're right.
All jokes aside, if you was going to pick people up, and you're like, who you voting for? And they told you they was voting for the opposite candidate to you, you wouldn't take them to the polls.
But if my car broke down?
That's it. Oh, word?
Well, the main thing is that we want people to be involved in vote. All right. Now, Billboard has named Ariana Grande the Woman of the Year for 2018, so congratulations to her.
Why?
The vice president of Billboard says that she consistently stands up for herself and her decisions in a world that often isn't hospitable to that sort of strength in young women.
I don't agree with that. I didn't vote for Ariana Grande for Billboard Woman of the Year.
Did you vote?
No.
Well, she also helped organize the One Love Manchester concert last year. She raised more than $23 million for victims of the Manchester bombing.
Oh.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't forget that. And she's had some top 40 hits, including No Tears Left to Cry, Breathing, and God is a Woman.
Oh, see, I didn't know it was charitable efforts involved in that. I thought it was just about music. In that case, Woman of the Year should be Cardi B, and it's not even close.
All right, now Rick Ross has announced that he has a new son, and his son is named Billion Leonard Roberts. So his son is named Billion.
Dropping the clues bombs for Rick Ross. I heard somebody, one of our producers said that's a terrible name. I think that's a great name.
Billion.
In light of all the things Rick Ross could have named the young man. All right? You could have named him Checkers.
Oh,
all right? You could have named him Wingstop.
Oh, boy.
Could have named him Lemon Pepper.
Maybach Music.
Maybach. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different names Rick Ross could have named the young man. Billions is great.
All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your rumor report.
All right, we got front page news next year.
Yes, of course, we are going to talk about yesterday's elections. We'll give you some takeaways of what's happening and what's still happening and in progress.
All right, we'll get into that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now let's get in some front page news. Now, congratulations to CC Bathia. He re-signed with the Yankees.
Why you dropped the sub?
What'd I say?
CC Bathia.
CC Sabathia.
Damn. He dropped the sub and didn't tell nobody?
CC Sabathia. He just signed a 1-year deal with the Yankees. This is his 11th season with the Yankees. So congratulations to him.
How much money you got?
$8 million.
Okay.
Now what we talking about? Politics.
Let's talk about politics. First, let's talk about Andrew Gillum. He actually conceded in Florida.
And I don't understand why. Somebody explain to me why.
I said the same thing.
I don't understand why he conceded.
Less than 80,000 votes? I ain't conceding.
As of right now, the
Just
exact number is like 55,439 votes. That's how much he trails by. Even though in Florida it has to be, I think, 40,000. But whatever. That's still close.
Right.
Especially with everything not counted yet.
All right. Well, here's what he had to say when he conceded.
This was from the very beginning an extremely, extremely difficult task. I sincerely regret that I couldn't bring it home for you. But I can guarantee you this. I'm not going anywhere. We're going to fight. We're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep working. We're going to keep believing. And in all of that, I believe that ultimately we will be victorious.
Yeah, everybody wants me to give Florida donkey of the day. I don't think Florida deserves donkey. I mean, even though Florida is going Florida showed up. They had historic numbers for the midterm election.
They came out. Yeah.
They had a high early voter turnout. Amendment 4 passed in Florida. 1.4 million felons regained the right to vote. I don't think that Florida necessarily deserves donkey.
Yeah, so that is one great thing that did happen. Florida is returning the voting rights to an estimated 1.5 million felons who have completed the terms of their sentence. By the way, this does not apply to felons convicted of murder or sex offenses, just so you know.
Okay.
And I still don't know why Andrew conceded. I mean, Stacey Abrams hasn't conceded yet, and so I don't understand why Andrew conceded.
I said the same thing this morning.
Well, you said it has to be less than 40,000?
Don't quote me on that.
He can still get a recount, though, if he asks for it.
Yeah, and then there's more. I think it was like 7 precincts in Broward County hadn't been counted in yet. So it's a lot of different things, a lot of different factors in the play that he doesn't have. I wouldn't have conceded.
Well,
just yet.
Stacey Abrams did not concede, and let's go over to Georgia now. And here's what she had to say: as the votes are still being tallied up, there's still more factors to be considered: outstanding votes, absentee ballots, provisional ballots. All those have to be counted. So they said, given those 3 issues, they believe that it's likely going to head to a runoff. So here is what she had to say.
I'm not going to name names, but some have worked hard to take our voices away, to scare us away. But our vision is clear and we see the finish line. Georgia still has a decision to make. A decision between division and trickery. Or a leadership that defends your rights, your kids, your career, your community, and your right to vote in America.
All right, so we'll keep you updated on what happens in Georgia. Now, there are some firsts, and some history was made. First, Native American women who were elected to Congress. Also, the first Muslim women in Michigan, Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar from the Minnesota Democratic Farmer Labor Party. They're the first Muslim women in Congress. First openly gay man elected governor in Colorado, Jared Polis.
Yeah.
Also, first female senator from Tennessee, Marsha Blackburn. First female senator from Arizona. So we don't know who won that yet, but it's 2 women running. So no matter what, it's going to be a woman. And Texas has sent their first Hispanic women to Congress. So congratulations to them. Also, South Dakota elected its first woman governor. And there you have it.
And the Democrats got the House back so they can rein in the corruption.
That's
that is
another
Donald
good
Trump.
thing. In New York State, we also had Letitia James, who was on the Breakfast Club. She made history as well as the first black woman elected New York State Attorney General.
Dropping a clue bomb for Tish James.
Absolutely.
Wasn't a total wash last night.
No. We got to
all.
celebrate our wins. Ocasio-Cortez is the youngest woman ever elected to Congress. She's only 29 years old.
Okay. All right, well, that is your front page news. Now, when we come back, Dallas rapper Yella Beezy will be joining us. Now, Yella Beezy had the #1 single,
It's
That's
on
On Me, Baby.
And then Little Duval took him out, but, whatever.
Yeah, Little Duval took him out. And, he got shot 4 times, I think, a couple of weeks ago.
Somebody tried to take him out.
Little Duval really does whatever he can to get that #1 song. Huh?
My goodness. So we'll talk to him when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building, Yella Beezy. What's up, sir? Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up with?
Well, congratulations. You had a #1 record.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations on that.
What's the feeling of having a #1 song? Because I'm sure that that's something you would have dreamed about doing music, but that doesn't happen for a lot of people.
It ain't really just hit me yet. Like, a lot of this stuff ain't hit me yet. I'm on a Breakfast Club. Like, I feel like I done made it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I prayed to get on stuff like this, so it still ain't hit me. Then I'm on her right now.
Now, what happened? You got a #1 record, and a couple of weeks later, they said that you were shot and rushed to the hospital in a drive-by shooting.
Yeah.
What happened? What do you remember?
I don't know, man. I was at the strip club. We were just cooling at first. And then after the strip club, they trying to get me to go to this other little club. Like, everybody get me amped up like that, man. Let's go to the club. I'm like, man, I gotta, cause my son was finna go with my baby mama, mother to Arkansas for like a couple weeks. So I'm like, man, nah, I'm finna go chill with him for a couple of days. I mean, for just a little time before he get up out of here. So they still asking me, man, let's just go for a couple 20, 30 minutes, blah, 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 blah. So
that's the G right there. We just go for 20 minutes. Just 20 minutes.
Yeah, so I actually get up in there. We go for about like 20, 30 minutes. We get the tipping the little dances or whatever. I told him I got to go. So when I'm leaving, I get up in the car. I just moved to my my new house. Like, everybody know, like, when you leaving the club, you got to be looking through your rear view. Like, you got to try to see who follows. So when I leave the club, I'm running red lights and everything.
Same with me.
If you coming through these red lights, that means you follow me. So I'm on top of, so I know what to do. Like, after that, you get what I'm saying? So
were you by yourself?
Yeah, I was by myself. Like, after the club, cause I was finna go home. You get what I'm saying? Like, I had just moved, so I don't be wanting like everybody know where I'm staying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm driving or whatever. I get on the highway. I'm punching it. Like, it seemed like a couple cars trying to pull up on me, like trying to fight them. But I'm like, man, maybe I'm just tripping, cause sometimes you can just really just drive yourself crazy, just be going overboard. So I actually get on the highway, like, towards where my house is or whatever. It's not a lot of cars, but it's it's a little cars there. So I passed them, so I'm like, if I pass them, on the car behind me is the one that was already up on her. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I slow down, I'm listening to music. I got the music go real loud. So at this time, I'm looking for my address, cause I don't know like where I stay. I ain't been in the house. I probably spent the night at the house one time.
Okay.
So when I'm looking down, that's when I guess the car put up beside me, just start letting into the car or whatever.
Wow.
Did you feel like it was random, or you think that, like somebody saw you in the club and followed you, or do you think it was somebody that had been intending to do that specifically to you?
Probably a little street beef. You know how this stuff be going, but I don't know.
How many times were you shot?
What, 4 times?
You shot 4 times. Did you take yourself to the hospital or?
Now, see what happened, like, when I got shot, like, I'm seeing what's going on. Like, I kind of like swerve or whatever, so I can just hear, like, see the gunfire, just whatever. I don't even know if I'm hit at the time, so I'm trying to swerve or whatever, so I'm talk, but I had my gun on my lap. You know what I'm saying? Like in Texas, you allowed to have it.
You could drive.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
I'm allowed to carry 40
You had your registered gun on your lap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I really did. You know what I'm saying? So, but when it happened, like, the gun fell somewhere. I don't know where the gun had fell to. So I'm just trying to drive with them. At this time, like, I end up, like, literally jumping into, like, the passenger seat and start trying to steer because I'm trying to find the gun. I'm studying getting hit up, but I can't just see,
so
like, where
it's shooting and you in the passenger
Yeah, they still
side
coming. So I'm trying to steer whatever. I think, like, that's how my arm got shot because I was steering with my left hand. I think, like, one of the bullets hit it, and that one made me, like, swerve. You know what I'm saying? So I swerved and I spun out, and I crashed the car. So when I crashed the car, like, I was praying, like, the whole time it was going on. I'm praying, you know what I'm saying? I'm aware of what's going on. So when I crashed, I'm like, okay, I'm still alive. So where the gun at? I don't know, like if they still shooting at me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I crashed. So I'm still trying to find the gun. I can't find it. Like, I just couldn't find my gun for some reason, but I just so happened to find my phone. I just opened the door, get out the car, I started running. You know what I'm saying? I get out the car, start running.
Were they chasing you? Or
nah,
they were gone?
I think they were gone. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't know. I started running down the street or whatever, kind of like ducked out somewhere. So I'm calling my baby mama. She ain't answer phone. The house got bad service, so like it just going. I called like 6 times. She ain't answer phone.
This the new house.
Yeah. Sheesh. So I start calling my mom on the phone. I already know my mom gonna pick up on the first round. As soon as she pick up the phone, like, hey man, they just shot me up. Just get somewhere. I know where I'm at, but I don't know where I'm at. You get what I'm saying? Like,
so you ain't called 911 at all?
I know where I'm at, but I don't know where I'm at.
Nah, I ain't called 911 because I really didn't know where I was. Even when I called 911, like, after the fact, when I got off the phone with my mom and I talked to my baby mom and everything, like, I got off the phone with them, I had called them because, like, I just trying to keep myself sane, just trying to talk to somebody.
You call your mama, you call your baby mama,
I called about 5 people.
And you bleeding.
I'm bleeding. Like, I know I'm shot in my arm, but I don't know where I'm shot at. You get what I'm saying?
Where else were you shot?
My leg, my back. It said one came out my chest, like one like pierced my lung. I think one it came out my back, like right by my spinal cord, and then came out like by my heart.
It's a miracle.
Blessing for sure. So I'm on the phone. I'm trying to call in. I tell Mom, she started crying. I'm like, man, stop crying. Just put on your clothes. Just come find me. I don't know really where I'm at. By this time, like a dude come. So I don't know if it's the people or what. Yeah, they hey, you got nah, man. Like, I was like, man, I don't know what's going. It's over with. So I was like, yeah, man, I'm shot. Just come on. I'm like, I'm already bracing myself. It just sound like, man, if it's finna be it, it's just finna be it. You get what I'm saying? So I like, yeah, I just been shot. Just call the police. So he said, all right. So he ran and called the police or whatever. So like I said, I'm talking to my mom. So I finally called my baby mom. She answered the phone. I like, man, they just shot me, bro. I'm on the highway. Come find me. I don't know where I'm at. She like, stop playing. Don't be calling my phone playing. Like, man, stop playing. I almost hung up the phone. I'm like, bro, what I'm play with you like this for?
Right.
3 o'clock in the morning. When have I ever played with you like that? So we kind of get into an argument. We ain't get into no argument, but I'm like,
man, you bleeding, you arguing.
Yeah, I'm like, man, come find me. These folks just shot me.
You probably sounded like you was all right. Like, yeah, I just got shot.
Yeah,
and she was.
Yeah, because I wasn't panicking. Like the key thing was not to panic. Because I heard like a lot of people when they get shot. Even just like I one little gunshot, like they panic.
He said one little gunshot.
Yeah, one gunshot, like they panic and they die.
One little gunshot.
That's what I'm saying. I know a lot of people that done died from just one gunshot. So that was like the whole thing, like don't panic. You get what I'm saying? So I'm talking to her. Then by this time, like I'm just praying. I'm just trying to talk to myself, like man, you just had your son. You got him live for. You got family they looking out for. I mean, you looking out for them. You die and they ain't got nobody. I'm just talking to myself, just trying to keep myself straight. You get what I'm saying? So this time I'm like, man, let me call the police, see what they doing, because it's taking them a long time. You get what I'm saying?
Back. Hey, where y'all at?
Yeah, like what's up? Like,
how long did it take them to get to you?
Man, it took them folks a long time. It seemed like
you didn't know where you were, right?
I knew what highway I was on, but I just didn't know where I was at. Like this ain't like I'm from Dallas. Like I stay outside of Dallas somewhere. You get what I'm saying? Like. I didn't know where I was at. You get what I'm saying? So they asked me, they like, where you at? I like, I'm on the highway. Before the highway, I was like, man, I don't know. I just know I'm on the tollway, just try to come here. So by this time, a sheriff came. He a black dude. So he come over there. He was like, what's wrong? I said, man, I got shot. He like, you got shot. So he pulled the car down. He was like, man, what's your name? I was like, Yellow Beezy. I was like, in my head, he like, man, I know that was you. Like, in my head, man, don't start this, man. Just give me some help.
So you don't say your government name. You say Yellow Beezy.
Yeah, I don't tell my government name. Yeah, so the paramedic passed me up. They finally get there. They study time. I'm like, man, give me some oxygen. I need some oxygen.
That's crazy. They just left you there like all that time.
Was it like 45 minutes? It sound like?
It seemed like forever. They trying to talk to my, hey man. I told them this one more time. I say, you give me some painkillers, some oxygen. I promise you, I'm gonna make it. Y'all just give me some painkillers.
You watch too much TV, Yellow Beezy. Get some painkillers.
Nah, cause I'm in pain. I'm in pain this time, so I'm like, man, just give me some oxygen and some painkillers. I'll be alright. So they finally hit me up to IV. So I'm talking. Till I get to the hospital. When I get to the hospital, that's when I kind of like doze off, because that's when the pain medicine kicking in. So I'm dozing in and out. But I finally get to the hospital. They start doing what they was doing.
All right, we got more with Yellow Beezy when we come back. Matter of fact, let's get into his joint right now. It's called That's On Me, and it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Yellow Beezy's in the building. Did they ever find a person or the car or anything? You don't even know.
Yeah.
Right. And now, go ahead.
So now how do you move differently now because of that incident?
Yeah, you just gotta just move people around. Like me, I'm the type of person, like, I don't like a lot of people around me. It ain't just hit me like the level that I became to. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm so used to just being a regular old yellow. I don't think I'm bigger than what I am. You get what I'm saying? So I guess people look at me at a different level. So it's like when you get to a certain level, you got to move different. You got to have more people around. You got to just move a certain way. So.
But not only that, you know, what makes it worse, what have me scared as hell is the fact that once they shot at the car, most people would have said, they're going to go get his jewelry or something. Like, bribe me so I know it's a reason. But if you're shooting at me for no reason, now I'm paranoid. Now I'm thinking you're trying to kill me. Now I got to be extra eyes open.
Just for no reason.
Right.
Anthony, you had a situation where your car got shot at.
Same thing. Left the club. I was at the club with a bunch of people. Everybody was good. I'm leaving now because I'm going someplace that they not going. We all, they follow me on the highway. Car pull up behind me. I'm watching them. I'm the same thing as you. I'm watching them. They turn on their police lights. They have police lights. So I'm thinking, damn, is this a cop behind me? The unmarked car look kind of weird. But now I'm looking and I'm like, the lights don't look right. Something don't look right. So I ain't pull over. Car ran into the back of me. Boom. I'm driving my Rolls Royce Wraiths. Now car run into the back of me. I'm like, all right. I take off. They take off. But at this point, I'm like, I want to see who it is now. Because now I'm that type of person. I want to see who it is.
Right.
They come up on the side and they let it go. Hit the car 5-6 times. I'm on the highway going reverse. The opposite way. They ain't got nothing hit me, but they hit the car 5 times. But I was able to find out who it was because I was able to slow down, see the license plate, see where they came from. It was a stolen car. I went through the Easy Pass. You have Easy Pass in Dallas?
That's what I was on.
So I went through the Easy Pass toll, and I stopped. So it takes a picture of them. And it was able to take a picture of them. That's what I was able to see.
But
it was also being calm. Like
that's why I feel like they were so stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we on a toll, like, bro. Like, That was like the dumbest stuff I ever seen. Like,
you ever thought about moving out of Dallas because of that now?
Yeah, they making me doing that. Like, all the people that I'm around, they making me doing this. So I'm already in emotional, just moving and getting another house. So
you think your past set you up for this? Some of the stuff you did in the street before rap?
I mean, not really. I mean, it played a part. Like, I don't know. Some people just don't want to see you out here, bro. It's just a jealousy thing. Like, a lot of people can't stomach, like, they was once a part, like, they from where you from, and now you at a higher level. They stuck there and they seeing your success. So a lot of people can't stomach that. Then we hear all the rumors, he did this, he did that, bro. I'm minding my own business. Everybody know, like, we ain't messing nobody. Like, we wasn't ducking no action at all. You get what I'm saying? Like, we with everything y'all with. Just know they started it first. 100 times out of 100, they started. It ain't no, like, we ain't soft enough. I ain't soft enough. I just don't start nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be the one finish it. You get what I'm saying? Like, we take stuff to a whole nother different level. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I stay out of stuff.
Yeah, that was the rumors. It was a retaliation for somebody that got killed a week before.
Man, that like, I ain't never spoke on dude in interview. I ain't gonna speak on them, but like, he wasn't even no threat to do no stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, what I need to do something to you for? The whole time you screaming out fighting. That's what we wanted to do. So when I seen that's what we gonna do, we had already had a conversation where I did that. Like, you not no threat. Like, rest in peace of him. Like, I don't wish no death on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't had nothing to do with me.
Now, how many guns have you purchased since the incident? Because you could buy guns legally in Texas.
Oh, man, I bought like 8 yesterday.
That's
day before yesterday.
Now, let me ask you this. So what happens if the police have some leads and they want to talk to you about it? Do you feel like I can't even participate in that discussion?
I'm not going to participate in it. I'm not going to talk on. I'm not going to go to no court on nobody. And that's I stand on it. Like, I ain't going to no court on nobody. I'm not telling on nobody. I'm not writing no statements. I don't even know who shot him.
But I'm saying,
he said, I don't even know. Don't even That's
you know what I'm saying.
But I'm sure. So, what is your mom saying and your girl about that? Because I'm sure they're like, "Come on, this is your life on the line too."
BM, she ain't trying to hear. You better tell you if they find out something.
I would be like, you better tell.
I snitch. I tell for you.
If she find out, she's telling.
Yeah. So. Nah, she ain't telling nothing either. we don't get up enough stuff like that.
Was it crazy that when the BET Hip Hop Awards came on and you were performing at the show, people were like, "Wait a minute,
they really get shot?"
Nah, yeah, people say some stupid stuff, man. Like, I mean, like, stupid stuff.
He on BET.
Man, he just got shot. He already out there, boy. He a superhero, fam. It's pre-tape. Like, y'all don't see me with the video when I was in the hospital watching. People think it's a publicity stunt. Oh, he got an album finna come out, so he act like what I'm act like I got shot for. Like, that ain't nothing that I want to just pretend about. I don't wish that on nobody.
Now, what happens now that you got hit 4 times? Is your arm good or your lungs good? Or how's the healing going? What the doctors say?
Yeah, I mean, I got I found I had 2 broken ribs too, so like that's why it was kind of heavy on my breathing a little bit. But I already had asthma, so like I just hit my asthma pump. So I'm doing like the physical therapy for that. Like my elbow, it got shattered, so I got like a rod in that. So I'm just doing like physical therapy, just try to work it in, work it out, just bending it. Everything else cool. Like my leg shot, it didn't even faze me at all.
So you still doing shows back to?
Yeah, I got show this weekend.
Okay.
What about mentally? What kind of toll does that play on you mentally?
I just, like I say, I just pray about it and just leave it at that. Like, all I can do is just walk out on faith. Like, I'm not finna let nobody feel like they defeated me or like I'm scared, because I'm not scared.
Well, we appreciate you for joining us. The album comes out November 16th.
Yeah, ain't no going back.
All right, well, shout out to Yellow Beezy for joining us. Now, just quick question, guys. 800-585-1051. Charlamagne's here now. Now, Charlamagne.
Yes.
If you know who shot you, would you tell?
My brother, I'm 40 years old. I am a married man, father of 3. I make a great living. You goddamn right I'm telling on one of these little bastards. All right, what the hell are you talking about?
So you don't live by the street code?
Street code? I ain't lived by the street code in 20 years. So and by the way,
is there expiration date? Because you used to sell crack. There's no expiration date. There's an expiration date.
No, I've been not living by the street code. I ain't lived by the street code in 20 years. Matter of fact, if I see you shoot somebody, I'm probably gonna tell on you. What the hell are you talking about? Because you know what? I live by the rule of Spider-Man. Remember when Peter Parker was walking and the guy just finished robbing the place and Peter Parker could have stopped him, but he didn't. Yeah. And then that guy went and killed Peter Parker's uncle. Right. All Peter Parker had to do was stop him. You see something, say something. All right? I'm telling.
Ask me.
DJ Envy.
Yes.
If you got shot, would you tell on the person who shot you?
Remember that time they shot at my car?
Yes.
I went right to court. Your Honor, it was him.
You goddamn right.
And him.
You goddamn right.
And it was that car.
That's right.
All right, look. I ain't
y'all street shoot each other.
Street guy.
Don't
well,
go
I'm
shooting
not
at
telling.
civilians.
I'm playing. You know I'm telling.
Oh.
Am I telling?
Let's open up the phone lines.
Not only am I telling, I'm buying a suit to wear to court.
No, you stupid.
Okay.
800-585-1051. Do you live by the street code? Would you snitch? Call us up right now.
That sounds so stupid to me.
It does, but a lot of people will buy by it.
No, I know. Listen, 20 years ago, this would not have sounded stupid to me. My answer would have been totally different.
Right.
Maybe 10 years ago.
But you know what? For some people involved in street activities, they also concerned about their families and what happens with repercussions. So I can understand that aspect of it too, because it's not just you sometimes that it affects.
I'm concerned about my family if I get shot.
Me too.
And killed.
800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, Yella Beezy was in the building. He's from Dallas. He got shot recently 4 times.
Yes.
And we're asking, if you know the person who shot you, would you tell? 800-585-1051. He said he wouldn't. He said he's from the streets and he would not.
No, he's still young and he's still abiding by that code of the streets, which you grow up and realize is one of the dumbest codes ever to exist. But when you're a 40-year-old grown-ass man like me, father of 3, happily married man who pays a lot of money in taxes, not only are you telling on the person who shot you, you're getting him shot by your security, which is a white man in a suit.
Right.
Well, that's a good position to be in, but some people still have family that they're concerned about, and they're concerned about repercussions
that is true.
From the other person if they're involved in certain things. So for other reasons, sometimes people are put in a situation where they're scared for their family members.
You're right, but majority of the time, these Negroes don't snitch just because that is the code of the street. No snitching. You got people who are not even in the street who abide by the no snitching rule, which is stupid.
You shoot at me, you shoot me, you get close to me, I'm telling.
And it's not snitching, it's crime prevention, okay? You got to get this scum off the street so they don't shoot somebody else.
911, what's your emergency? Him right
got
there.
Shot by him, and he got a her with it too. All right, and I think that's his mama.
Big Rick.
What's up, dog?
What's up, bro? Somebody shoot you. You not snitching, bro?
I'm not snitching, bro. My grandson got shot and he didn't snitch.
How old's your grandson?
Snitch, man, ain't no snitching at all.
Wow.
The street challenge.
Now, what's the reason for that? Just because it's just the code of the street, or is there anything more than that?
It's ethical and the code of the street.
Ethical? It's not ethical that you shoot me.
Hey, you know what? You know what's so funny about guys like this?
What?
Y'all, they'll scream out, "Oh, no snitching," but you ain't gonna do nothing. The person that shot your grandson's still walking around the neighborhood right now, and you ain't gonna do nothing to him. So stop acting tough.
Mars.
How's it going, man? Good morning.
You snitching or you not snitching, Mars?
I guess it's got to depend on the situation, man. Like if you said, if somebody hit and run me on when I'm driving my truck, I definitely would. But if it's something small, like, oh, they jacked me or they tried to jump me, nah, I'm not.
So somebody jacked you, robbed you with a gun, that's small to you, you ain't gonna snitch?
Oh, if it's with a gun, yeah. And I see who the guy is, yeah.
So what about if it's with a knife?
With a knife? Nah, I probably will try to
It just depends on the weapon of choice.
It depends on the weapon of choice.
Man. Weapon of choice.
If you rob me with a pencil, I'm snitching. I'm just telling you that. If it's a real sharp pencil, I'm snitching regardless.
Why would you get robbed just because someone had a pencil?
I'm just joking.
I'm just
You
curious.
sure that's a pencil in your back? You better not turn around.
You better not turn around.
Just breathe and bend over, buddy.
See, you don't go too far. Hello, who's this?
Theo Sparks.
All right, Sparks.
I know he ain't snitching.
You're not snitching, are you, bro?
I can tell by that name you can't even spell.
If you know who it is, right, and you go to snitch and nothing happens, come on.
Let me ask y'all a question. So, if you don't snitch, what are you going to do to the person that shot you?
That shot me?
Yes.
Oh, that shot me?
Yeah.
Okay. Call him Cuzzo. I got to handle it myself. If I can put
You ain't going to do nothing.
But then you shoot him, you kill him, you go to jail.
But he not going to do that. All of these people that say they going to handle it themselves never do. You're not going to do nothing.
No, I'm not handling nothing. You shot me. I'm probably hurt. So I'm laying up.
I'm probably hurt.
What do you do when you when you heal? Are you gonna return fire or are you gonna snitch?
I'm laying down again.
What?
I don't know.
So you just get shot again?
I think he mean like he'll go do his time. Like I'm laying down. Like I'll shoot him and I'll go lay down. Everybody be lying.
What's the moral of the story, man?
The moral of the story is it's not snitching, it's crime prevention. Okay, but don't talk to me about that. I don't know nothing about them streets. All right, street Negroes. I understand people in the street. They got a different philosophy, a different set of rules they live by. Me, 40 years old, married man, father of 3, tax-paying citizen. I'm telling.
Me too.
You have no idea how fast I'm telling.
Me too.
Okay.
Here we got rumors on the way.
Yes, find out who is saying that the Me Too movement can go too far, and so can feminism.
All right, we'll get into that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to these rumors. Let's talk Pamela Anderson.
Listen up.
It's just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, Pamela Anderson has some things to say about the Me Too movement. Now, she was talking with Australia's 60 Minutes, and she says this wave of feminism goes too far, and it's a bore. Check it out.
No one forced me to do anything. I think this feminism can go too far. I'm a feminist, but I think that this third wave feminism is a bore. I think it paralyzes men. I think that this Me Too movement is a bit too much for me. I'm sorry. I'll probably get killed for saying that.
You will.
My mother taught me, don't go to a hotel with a stranger. If someone answers a door in a bathrobe and it's supposed to be a business meeting, maybe I should go with somebody else. I think that some things are just common sense. Or, if you go in, get the job.
I've heard women discuss what they call it toxic femininity. Your homegirl Leah, our homegirl Leah, drop one of the clues bombs for Leah. I've heard her discuss that. That sounds like around on the same lines.
Yeah, the problem is this, that a lot of times women that are not in positions of power, like certain people might say, okay, it's Harvey Weinstein. He wants to have a sit-down meeting with me. Sometimes we think, well, I'm going to go have this meeting. He always has meetings in his hotel room. They said that there's sometimes for other women that would escort them up to the room. So they're thinking maybe this is just what it is. Some of them, these women are young, impressionable, never been in this business before. And next thing you know, someone's attacking you. Now I'm scared to say something because Pamela Anderson said, I shouldn't have went in the room. That's victim blaming. I shouldn't have went in the room, so now you have the right to attack me because I should have known better?
Well, she's definitely not the first person to say that, though.
Well, yeah. Well, it's definitely wrong. That's all I'm saying. And so she said, I'd rather be a sex symbol than not a sex symbol. That's a compliment, isn't it? Every girl wants to be sexy. Every girl wants to be as beautiful or pretty as they can be.
Well, the only thing wrong about being a sex symbol is that does expire at some point. You won't be a sex symbol forever. Your looks will fade.
I don't want women to ever feel discouraged or feel like I shouldn't have put myself, in that position, so therefore I can't speak out about it. Men need to be taught what they're not supposed to do, and what you're not supposed to do is use your position of power to attack a woman no matter what. And if a woman tells you no, it's just no.
Absolutely. Even
if you feel like, why was I there in the first place? That's the problem why women don't speak out, because people feel like that. All right, now let's talk about the LOL Comedy Honors Show. It was supposed to take place at Gotham Hall on Thursday, but they said it has been postponed. The organizers posted on Instagram, due to circumstances beyond our control, we must regrettably postpone the event. Now, apparently there were some things that did not come together that they, quote, fought like hell to make it happen. I guess some things happened with behind the scenes and sponsorships and commitments not coming through the way that they were supposed to. But it was really a big deal. Lunel was supposed to MC the show. She was up here on the Breakfast Club talking about it. Mm-hmm. and there were a lot of big celebrity and comics coming in and people flying
Why
in.
did they cancel it?
A lot of things behind the scenes. Some commitments fell through. They haven't been specific on exactly what those commitments were, but we just know it has been postponed. They didn't use the word canceled. Postponed.
Okay.
All right. Now, Usher. People are saying that he has a new girlfriend. This is the rumor report, but he is estranged from his wife, Grace Miguel. And according to rumors, he is dating Shanice, who is Evelyn Lozada's daughter, Shanice Hairston.
How old is she?
Charlamagne, what was that really about?
I'm just saying. I'm wondering the obvious question. If he really does have herpes, like the streets say, did he disclose that information before him and the young lady started dating?
But how old is she, though?
She's of age. She was in college a few years ago. So.
Where did they meet?
I don't know all this
information.
On
herpesmingle.com. I just want to know.
We had a conversation the other day about not herpes shaming.
I'm not herpes shaming. Why are you saying this is shaming?
Herpes.
This is not herpes shaming. I'm asking obvious questions. If he does indeed have the herp, did he disclose the information to her? They do have websites where people with herpes can meet each other. That is a fact.
What site is that?
I don't know the name of it.
You made one up just now.
But they do have those websites.
Okay. Well, anyway, that's just the rumor. Now, Offset has announced his solo album release date. That's going to be coming out on December 14th.
The hell are you doing, man? Sorry. You had to rush to that herpes website, huh?
Envy, what is going on over there?
Envy.
Can I finish my rumor report?
Crazy.
Damn.
It's an iHeartMedia.
Just rush to herpesmingle.com to see what the hell's going on.
All right, so Offset has announced his solo album release date. That's coming out on December 14th, 2018. So Quavo and Takeoff's solo projects are out already, and now Offset will be out before the end of the year.
Okay.
All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your rumor report.
All right, thank you, Miss E. Charlamagne.
Yes.
Who you giving that donkey to?
I know everybody wants me to give Florida Donkey of the Day. I don't think Florida is deserving of Donkey of the Day this morning, but there is a state out there that is. We'll talk about it for after the hour.
All right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkeys of the Day, ask Charlamagne. I'm a Democrat, so being Donkey of the Day is a little bit of a mixed one. So like a donkey. Hee-haw. Okay. Donkey of the Day. The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Now, I've been called a lot in my 23 years, but Donkey of the Day is a new one.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, November 7th goes to people in the state of Nevada. Now, I know everyone wants me to give Florida Donkey of the Day. What does your Uncle Charlotte always tell you? The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida, but I don't think all of Florida deserves Donkey, okay? Florida showed up. They had historic numbers for the midterm elections. They had a high early voter turnout. Amendment 4 passed in Florida. 1.4 million felons regained the right to vote. As of this morning, with 99% of precincts reporting, Andrew Gillum had over 3.9 million votes, and his opponent, Ron, whatever his last name is, had a little over 4 million. Okay, Andrew trails by 55,439 votes. So I personally don't understand why Andrew Gillum conceded, but the moral of the story is I don't see why Florida deserves Donkey of the Day. Other than the fact that 7 precincts in Broward couldn't electronically submit votes, so they had to drive results on jump drives to the election headquarters. I don't know if that's donkey worthy, but it's definitely Florida being Florida. I honestly think the truth to the matter is, in Florida, racist bigots outnumber the good folks. Simple as that. But that's a conversation for another day, because there's a state that deserves donkey this morning, and that state is Nevada. See, yesterday in Nevada, one of the races was for Nevada's 36th Assembly District seat. It is a seat long held by Republicans, and the 2 candidates who are competing for this seat were Democratic educator, whose name I'm about to ruin, Lizaya Romanoff, and a Nevada brothel owner and reality TV star who has been a guest on The Breakfast Club a couple times, Dennis Hoff. Hoff was a pimp. I have no problem with pimps getting involved in politics. If the executive producer of Celebrity Apprentice can be the president of the United States of America, then the star of the HBO adult reality series Cat House can have Nevada's 36th Assembly District seat. Now, not only did Dennis Hoff own a few brothels, he wrote a book titled The Art of the Pimp, which is an ode to Donald Trump's book, The Art of the Deal. See, Dennis Hoff fashioned himself as a Donald Trump-style Republican candidate, and he wanted Nevada's 36th Assembly seat. Look, like I said, I have no problem with a pimp getting into politics, because most politicians is pimps anyway. But here's the problem in this race in Nevada. It's not a matter of Democrat or Republican, liberal or conservative. It's simply a matter of dead or alive. See, Lizaya Romanoff is alive. Dennis Hoff is dead. He died on October 16th. I don't even know why he's on this ballot. Dennis Hoff been dead since October 16th. He's been dead for 23 days, damn near a month. No way Dennis Hoff's carcass had a chance in this election, right? Let's go to the Las Vegas Review-Journal for the report, please.
Who says a dead man can't get elected in 2018? In life, Dennis Hoff was colorful, a showman, and this legal pimp turned politician, hating Californiization, promised to make Nevada again. Sudden death came for the unconventional candidate at his Love Ranch brothel just before Decision Day. Republican voters in Assembly District 36 didn't mind at all. The Desert District backed the bordello businessman big time. Dennis Hoff was the crystal clear winner for the state legislature seat. So what happens now?
Commissioners from the 3 counties composing the district, Clark, Lincoln, and Nye, will meet separately to determine a candidate they want to nominate. Then they'll have a joint meeting chaired by the county with the largest population and cast votes to appoint one person from the same party. All this happens before the start of the 2019 legislative session early next year.
Nevada, what's happening? You electing reality stars with rigor mortis? Huh? Salute to everyone who listens to us on 93.1 The Mountain in Vegas. Dennis Hoff was a star, very well-known person. He's been dead for 23 days. There was no way to get another candidate the moment he died on October 16th. Now, I'm not the highest grade of weed in the dispensary, but I would think being dead makes you ineligible to run for any office. All right? I would think you can't run if you don't have a pulse. Donald Trump wanted to see Barack Obama's birth certificate to make sure he was eligible to be president. Well, wherever Dennis Hoff is in the afterlife, they are asking to see his death certificate to make sure he's dead because he's still winning elections here in America. Please, for electing a dead man into Nevada's 36th Assembly District seat, please give the state of Nevada the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yeehaw.
Or maybe the guy I was running was so bad.
Man, shut up.
They'd rather a dead person than it.
I think I might just be over this whole voting thing.
How are you still on the poll at all? I really don't get it.
That's the problem.
America really needs better qualifications when it comes to who they allow to run.
You have to be breathing.
You should not be allowed.
Yeah,
exactly. You should not be allowed to be president if you have no experience in politics whatsoever, i.e. Donald Trump, and you should not be allowed to run for any office if you're dead. I mean, that should be the bare minimum, right? I mean, that should be the bare minimum. You should have a pulse.
Yeah. I guess people release albums afterward. Why not run for office?
Shut up. Please, stop.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I guess so. All right. Well, anyway, thank you for that donkey today.
Too.
Now, up next is Ask Yee. 800-585-1051. If you got a question for Yee, hit her right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. It's time for Ask Yee. Scott, what's your question for Yee?
So I'm in a little dilemma right now.
Okay.
Growing up, I had a best friend who was close. Maybe when I graduated high school, his mother basically started coming on to me. We didn't ever think nothing of it. So anyways, to make a long story short, maybe about, I want to say a month ago, we messed around a little bit, and she ended up being pregnant.
You messed around a lot of bit.
Yeah. My question is, I don't know, man, so I tell him. I don't really, like I said, believe in abortion, but like I said, I don't really know what to do. I'm stuck.
You about to be your best friend's daddy.
Yeah. I don't really want that. I guess my question is, like I said, she won't tell him. She gets mad at me when I, threaten to tell him. Like I said, it's crazy though, because he can't believe his mother pregnant the whole time. I already know it's mine, So I mean,
somebody's gonna have to tell him. That's foul, and really, his mom should tell him.
Okay.
But if she's not willing to do that, you have to. That's your best friend. Okay. You know how hurt he's gonna be that y'all know this secret and you're around him and not telling him.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a betrayal. So you need to tell the mom. And I would say she should tell him first, and she should also let him know that you are in cahoots. Like, listen, we have to tell him, and that you've encouraged her to tell him so that it doesn't feel like you didn't want him to know. But I do feel like his mom should tell him first, and then you should make sure you guys have that conversation. Are you going to continue to date her?
Well, that's the thing. We don't date. It's nothing like that. It's just like, a little fling here.
That's a weird situation.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, it's been going on for about, like I said, a couple of years. But I'm never, like I said, nothing serious at all. She's seeing somebody too. On top of that,
very messy.
And yeah, I know.
Well, it's going to change your friendship for sure.
Yeah, I know.
So just be prepared for that, and be prepared to know that you're definitely in the wrong in this situation for sneaking around and not letting him know.
I know. Oh, man. Well, I appreciate you. I guess I'm about to tell him that.
Yeah, or tell her to tell him, and you better be prepared. He might want to fight you.
Yeah, I know.
You better just take those punches.
Oh, man, you're right.
All right, Scott, good luck.
All right, thanks.
All right, Ask Yee, 800-585-1051. If you got a question for Yee, call her now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're in the middle of Ask Yee. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is G.
Hey, G, what's your question for Yee?
Okay, so long story short, I've been dating this guy since July. I was, I guess, lucky to find somebody with no kids. Good job. And anyhow, I'm a single mom with 2 kids. I've been separated from my kid's dad for like 2.5 years.
Okay.
And I finally decided to start dating. It was very hard for me to even get back to considering dating since I was so stuck on my ex. And so anyhow, in July 1, I had to move literally back from my hometown to another town to get out of the toxic relationship that I had previously with my kid's dad and to try to move on. And so far, it's been a blessing where I'm at today.
Well, I'm happy for you for that part. That's dope.
Thank you. It was very hard for me for adjusting, bringing my 2 kids, 5 hours away from where we're from, from where we're used to. I started dating. I moved up in February. I started dating in July. I met somebody, and we actually met on the dating app. I just, I'm not a person to go out to clubs or whatnot.
What app?
Tinder.
Tinder, okay.
Okay, all right. Good for you. You go out there and find...
And of course, you can either make it what you want, either hookups or I guess really find somebody who's interested in dating. And I was lucky to meet somebody who was compatible and I guess looking for the same things. We started dating since July, and he has no kids. I do, and I guess I'm at the time where it's like, when should I bring my kids or let them get to know him or whatnot? I don't want to have my kids to look at my mom back then or later on be like, damn, my mom dated a lot of guys, So I have morals, and I want my boys to be raised well as far as to have good examples. So I don't want to just bring in dudes. Like I know some people who bring dudes in and out of their kids' lives like they do their underwear,
Well, first of all, G, shout out to you for finally getting out of your toxic relationship and doing what you have to do for yourself and for your family. And also shout out to you for finally getting out there and dating again. Now, there's no right answer to when you should bring somebody around your kids, but it should be when you feel like this relationship might really be something, like if you feel like this is going to be a committed relationship, you guys are monogamous with each other, and you could perhaps see a life with this person. So that's when it's right, when it feels like it's right to you, when you and him discuss it before you bring him around, have a conversation with your kids about it so they know what's happening. They know you and daddy aren't together, but that's still your father. But mommy's been dating, and you let them know those things, but wait until you feel like it's time and you discuss it with the person that you're dating, and you feel like nothing in life is guaranteed, but you feel like there's a good shot that the two of you might really be together and he's going to be in your kids' lives.
All right. And if he's not open to that, well, too bad, dude, because I come with my kids and my kids come first.
Right. And of course they come.
Try to say come with a package, but hey, I do come with 2 kids and this, yeah.
And if he doesn't want to meet your kids when you're ready, you have to respect that as well. And know what that is. You know what I'm saying? So you have to respect the fact that maybe he feels like, well, let's wait and see where this is really going. But just make sure in your head that you feel like your kids are prepared for this, that you introduce them in the right way, and you feel that it's appropriate. But there's nobody that can tell you, oh, that's the wrong time. Oh, you can't do it. Right. It's when you feel like it's right.
All right. Yeah, I just feel like because we've been dating and I have to make time for him to go out and stuff, and then I make sure my kids are taken care of. My sister helps me out, whatever. I go on dates here and there. But, I kind of want to balance my attention to my children. And then, of course, let him know that I'm interested and I really do like him. And obviously we do like each other. And he's understanding when I can't see him during the week or et cetera. So
that sounds great.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. So
and take your time, G. Take your time, boo.
Thank you.
All right, G.
All right, Mama. All right, if you need advice or any type of advice, you can hit Yee at 800-585-1051. Now, we got rumors on the way, Yee?
Yes, Envy, one of your favorite groups is getting back together to do a little tour, and they are getting paid. I'll tell you who it is.
Okay, we'll get into all that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. All right. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to these rumors.
Yes, we are.
Let's talk candy.
This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee. Club.
So listen up.
So Candy Burris has said that she is planning to use a surrogate. She wants to have another baby. She said, we did find someone, and right now we are in the process. It hasn't been done, but we are in the process. She said, I don't have anybody who can tell me about it. When we were going through the IVF process, I did have a couple of friends who had done it, so, I could talk to them, but this is a situation where I don't have anybody I can talk to. She could talk to Kim Kardashian did it, Tyra Banks did it, so...
I thought about the surrogate thing. If I ever want to have another child, because I have 3 daughters, I still want a son. But I'm not tripping if I don't get a son. But I have been thinking about adoption or a surrogate.
Why surrogate? Your wife can have children.
I know, but I don't. She's older now. I don't want her to. They get more difficult every time. You know what I'm saying?
Would she want to do it herself, or does she want a surrogate?
I'm pretty sure she don't want to have no more kids. But I'm just saying, I thought about a surrogate. It's not like we had the conversation.
Oh, so you yourself just thought about it.
I just thought about it.
All right, Damon Dash has been hit with a restraining order. Allegedly, he threatened the life of a children's hairstylist, according to court documents that the Blast obtained. Patrice Milner was granted that restraining order. She says that he is an investor and customer into her business. She said he walked up to her and threatened her life. She says that he grabbed a customer and threw him out of the shop before telling her she was so lucky that there were people there. She said another incident happened where he yelled and screamed and called her an idiot in front of guests and customers. So right now, she said she's getting a temporary restraining order. The judge did grant that until we find out what really went down.
I got to see what she did to my man's daughter's hair, though. You got to hear both sides.
Has nothing to do with it, man.
No, both sides, man.
No, it has nothing to do with it.
You got to hear both sides.
This is an investment. Now, this is not how his hair came
so
out.
she wasn't doing her
He was an investment in the business.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, Demi Lovato. She did you guys see her voting yesterday, by the way? Because she's been in rehab all this time. Right now, she is splitting her time between a halfway house and a private home in LA. So she's spending a lot of time at a sober house 3 days a week. There's counselors there, people whom she can relate and share experiences with. And then at the same time, she wants to have her, quote, normal life. And so she's living 4 days a week in a private home where she gets to go to the gym, run some errands, and she has a sober coach with her 24/7.
Dropping the clues bomb for her for getting the help that she needs. I often wonder when it comes to celebrities like that, do they really get the help they need? Because sometimes people are just trying to get them back in shape to go perform more. You know what I'm saying?
You also have to want to get that help too. And I think that you can see with her having somebody with her 24/7, she's trying really hard.
But you got to want to get the help because you want the help, not the help because you want to get back on the stage or, get back out there.
All right. Well, she is staying away from all of that right now. So I guess she's building herself back up and hopefully everything does work out. Now, YG, he was in an Uber and apparently that Chevy Suburban ended up somehow in the middle of somebody's front yard and nobody knows what happened. There's photos and videos from the scene. He's standing near the wreckage. He looks confused as he's standing there. He was a passenger in the back of the Uber and somehow that Uber ended up that way. Have you ever been in an Uber that got into an accident or a cab or something?
Absolutely not.
No, I haven't.
It's definitely happened to me before. I was in Miami one time getting a ride from the airport to my hotel. And actually, the police stopped him. By the Fontainebleau, you can't make a U-turn anywhere. It's like...
Right, you got to go further down.
You have to go all the way down. So he tried to make a U-turn, and then the police pulled him over. Apparently, he didn't have his paperwork about being an immigrant, and they stopped him and arrested him. So I was just there in the car.
How many stars did you give him?
While that was happening. I did not have to pay because we never completed the trip. I think it was just a regular cab.
But how many stars did you give him?
It was a regular cab, so it wasn't an Uber. But yeah, that definitely happened. All right, LL Cool J is teaming up with Ice Cube. They're going to buy a sports TV station. That's what they want to do. They want to bid on 22 regional sports channels, which includes the Yes Network, that Disney is going to be selling off because they're being forced to do that by the Justice Department. So they got 22 stations when they acquired 21st Century Fox. but they believe that Disney is already the majority owner of ESPN, and controlling those 22 sports stations would give them too much power in that sports TV landscape, so they're selling them off.
Oh, they got it. LL and Ice Cube definitely got the money.
All right, now John Legend has some things to say about Kanye and seeing what Kanye sees in Trump. He said a lot of people have tried to armchair diagnose Kanye, but I leave it to him and his doctors to discuss what's going on in his brain. Now, he said he did disagree with some of the things that Kanye was saying, but he said, I understand what Kanye sees in Trump, and I think it's a reaction to his personality and his I don't give a F-ness. But my point to him was that you wear that hat when you appear to be endorsing him. You're endorsing his policies as well, all of his rhetoric, and not just the parts that you like. So he just wants to be clear on why it's not a good thing. And the Spice Girls are coming back. They're going on a UK tour. They're going to get more than $3 million each. Now, be clear, Posh Spice is not joining them. So if she would have joined them, though, they would have actually ended up getting about $13 million each instead of the $3.2 million each that they are going to get. So they're saying that if they do sell out, then they could get as much as $6.5 million each.
Shouldn't they be the Spice middle-aged women at this point?
They're the Spice Girls.
No, they're not.
You don't want to go see them?
They're not.
I was never into the Spice Girls anyway, so I can tell you,
You
one
weren't?
song. I can tell you one song.
Not even if you want to be my lover,
Nah.
you got to get with my friends.
Nah, son.
That's the group Nicole Shahir is in?
Nah,
No,
that was
she-
Pussycat Dolls.
Oh, I don't know.
Mel B was in the Spice Girls, the one Eddie Murphy shot her club up.
Oh.
Yes.
Who's going through a tough divorce. All right, well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.
All right, Revolt. We'll see you tomorrow. Everybody else, the People's Choice Mix is up next. Let's go.